Hello there, fans of the Love Stream, fans of Living Your Best Life Coaching and this YouTube channel. I'm Gwen Dixon, as you can see, from Living Your Best Life Coaching, and I'm live tonight on YouTube for our monthly connection. And we did do one at the very beginning of the month. And of course, we did that one. It was for the blue moon, which was kind of the end of May, beginning of June. And now we're end of June, coming into July. We are going to get excited. I can see I've got a comment on my post. I can see there's somebody here. So if you're here watching live and you're able to comment, I'd love you to let me know. I'll keep an eye out for the comments. They should pop up here in front of me. So hopefully that will happen. So yeah, we are here. We're going to do, I've already pulled the Rumi card, the Love Stream card. If you've watched any of these lives before, or if you've participated live before, you'll know that we often begin with a Rumi card, which is an invitation into the heart of the divine with these beautiful cards. And that sets the tone for the reading, for the monthly connection, for the Love Stream. And also, we always do a spontaneous energetic practice, a connection, and we flow in the magic. I see people are joining me, so that's lovely. If you are able to comment, to type and comment, do say hello so that I know who's watching. It's lovely to see the numbers increasing here. So I will see if I can find myself on here, but I should see the comments here as well, but let's just see whether this might work. That's not going to work because that was my invitation from earlier. So let me see on the channel. Hiya. Oh, I can see it now. Thank you, Polly. Right. Okay. That means I don't need to look at that. So let's get that out of the way. Thank you for that. Once I know that I can see somebody, and obviously I know that there's people there to chat to me, it's all good. So let's move that because I've got so many decks and things here, and it's lovely to see you here in person after meeting you in person the other day as well. So cheers to that. My mug says, don't stop believing. And I've also got a coaster here which says it must be love. So I thought that's very apt, isn't it? So yeah, we've got loads of decks here for those of you that are new to this, or it's your first time joining me live. And we're going to start with our, as I say, the Rumi card, the Sacred Convergence card, which you might have seen earlier. Watching on my TV, but won't let me comment on the TV. So I'm on my phone. All right, so you're in two places at once. You're multitasking. I love it. I think Marie had that issue before, so she had to swap from the TV to the phone, but I love that I'm on the TV. There's an ambition. I'm setting the intention to be on the TV in future for real. Obviously, I can be on the TV on YouTube, and I think sometimes people cast the Facebook things onto the TV as well. So I probably have already appeared on a lot of TVs, just unaware. But thank you for letting me know. And I love that I can do that because I sometimes like watching YouTube on the TV as well. What else do I want to tell you? Nothing too much. I don't think. I think we just want to get on with the magic. So if there's others able to comment, that would be great. Other than that, I'll see you can comment afterwards. If anybody else is watching me on TV or on a device where you're maybe not signed in and not able to comment, getting a yes for that, then you can give me a hashtag replay afterwards and let me know how it was for you. I'd love to hear from you, what you receive and what you connect with. So we will do, as I say, we'll do a bit of magic. We'll do and that was the other thing I meant to say. So is this the strawberry full moon coming up on tomorrow into Tuesday, and the strawberry full moon. Hiya Annie, lovely to see you. Hi Marie, lovely to see you too. I'm loving it's all the soul family that are here. All the OGs, the Flip the Script Collective ladies and the Elevate ladies, the iconic ladies. So loving the team is gathering together. I'm excited. My unseen team are joyful that we've got the seen team here, the physical team here gathering. So that's amazing. Thank you, the stream team, the Love Stream team. And yeah, so Monday and Tuesday, is the full moon, the strawberry full moon. So actually, Annie, as you're here, I'm going to ask you to tell us what you know about the strawberry full moon. It's lovely to see you all chatting with each other as well. This is very exciting. It's the first time that's happened, I think, so that's very good. So yeah, Annie, if you would like to tell us anything about the strawberry full moon, I'd love you to share, because I know you started your Facebook group. So anyone who's not in my Soul Family Facebook group, you can I can share the links afterwards. I think I normally do that anyway, but on my introduction to the YouTube channel, I think you can find the links there. I can also share them here afterwards. And Annie has sorry, not the Soul Family, that's mine. She has a Facebook group which contains her Soul Family, which is Pink Lotus Blossom. And she shares cards and messages every day over there. And somebody's saying, I can see a WhatsApp thing saying Gwen on TV. Whoop, whoop. Thank you for that. So keep distracting me with all the magic, all the fun of the fair. So strawberry full moon, this time last year, the reason why I talked about that is this time last year, Annie started her not her strawberry full moon group. Started the energy is really high. I'm getting really giddy. So you started your Pink Lotus Blossom Facebook group a year ago on the strawberry full moon last year. So it's very apt that you're here now as well. So I love that. And yeah, so it's all about, on Friday night in the Facebook group, on our Flip the Script Friday chat, we connected with the energy of new beginnings. So I have still got that card here. So we connected with, hi, Fee, lovely to see you as well. Oh, I'm loving all the full team, the Soul Family and the iconic team all gathering here. This is very exciting. Pink Lotus Bloom, thank you. I always get it wrong, don't I? But it's close enough. But thank you for that. So we connected with the energy of new beginnings. So the full moon energy, the strawberry full moon, is that energetic portal, is another opportunity for, with the full moon, we get to release, we get to flip the script, we get to change, what we're letting go of, change those beliefs into truth. So I'm going to start off with the new beginnings energy, just because that kind of started us off on Friday night on our Flip the Script Friday live in the Soul Family Facebook group. So it says, this card indicates that you are about to begin a new chapter of your life. Shed, release, and cleanse. Let go of any obstacles, inner and outer, that prevent you from engaging fully and moving forwards. The time is right now. Sorry, the time is right for a fresh start and a new beginning. The universe supports you in your growth. And that's it, because with the full moon, we get the chance to release, obviously, any full moon, you get the chance to release old beliefs and release what you don't want to take into the next month. And with the June full moon, the end of June going into July, the rain started now, the opportunity is for you to release anything that you don't want to take into the second half of the year from the first half of the year, the first 6 months of the year. The team are giving a big yes for that. So it's a really good midpoint in the year to set our intentions for what we do want to create in the second half of this year, and anything else that we're like, well, thanks for the lessons. Now we get to flip the script on that, which, this is my ethos, this is what we do, and we help you to connect with yourself, to become your true self, and to flip the script on what's possible, and also flip those inner scripts so that you can change your outer reality, so that you can manifest the reality that you want to see. So that's what the new beginnings is. So if there's anything that any of you would like to add about the strawberry full moon in particular, we know it's a powerful energetic portal, and as I say, timing wise, it's really special. But does anybody know particularly why it's called the strawberry full moon, or anything else that you'd love to add? Because I'd love you, as I say, to co-create this experience with me. So whilst you do that, I am going to begin the reading. So we're going to see what Rumi has to say about it. And you might have seen that I did a short, a sneak preview earlier on. So I'm going to find, and it is number 11, and you'll laugh, Annie, I think I did mean to share that in the Flip the Script Collective early on, the membership group, which some of the ladies here are members. And the card that you shared with us, so there was 2 gratitude cards that we got this morning from our angels. And then where did we get the number 11? Oh, that was your card. There was the transformation, the fairy, the second one, wasn't it? The butterfly fairy, I think it was a number 11. And I said to you, oh, it's a master manifestor number. And then when I pulled the Rumi card, I was like, oh, and there's a number 11 again. So I will share the number 11 in a second. In fact, let's do that now, and then we'll go into the actual ritual itself, the actual the poem, and then the sacred the sacred convergence honouring ritual, which is part of our full moon release ritual. And I haven't read the rest of it, so I'm as eager as you to see what the rest of it says and see what the rest of the divine masters and angels, etc., have to say. So yes, number 11, we love an 11, don't we? Yeah, we do. So yeah, if anybody knows about the strawberry full moon, why it's called the strawberry full moon, you might know, Annie, because as I say, you did that. It was particularly pertinent to you last year. So, and if not, we can, I'm sure we'll find out as we go through. So 11 says, you are in a state of expansion and getting to know your true self better than ever. Know you were born to shine. So how perfect is that? We were all born to shine. And I know that you ladies watching live are definitely born to shine in very unique and special ways, very individual ways, but also that you all come together in a very special way. So I keep calling you, my elite team, my iconic team, and that's exactly what you all are. The Flip the Script team. There's lots of names that we could use. So let's see how that theme develops. So 11 and sacred convergence. Let's see what Rumi has to say. And I'm going to take a little sip of tea just to kind of calm down the energy. And we've got loads of decks here. We'll see which ones we use, but this is how we always start these monthly love streams. And we absolutely love it. And it always ties in beautifully. So I say I'm quite excited to see what the rest of the reading is as well, beyond the poem, because that was all I read this morning, and then I put it away and didn't read anything else. So if you're sitting comfortably, then we'll begin. And if you want, you can close your eyes. You can place a hand or both hands on your heart. And then we will go into the sacred honouring ritual. All right, thanks. Polly's saying, the strawberry moon marks the harvest of strawberries in North America. Oh, I was literally just eating a couple of strawberries before I came on as well, because I've just finished dinner and I thought I didn't have time for a sweet. I was like, I'll just have a couple of these lovely strawberries, beautiful, juicy, tasty strawberries. And I think they were like Tesco's finest or whatever. So there we are. We're in that sumptuous energy, that kind of opulent energy, of giving us the finer things in life, the finest things in life. So so rooted in Native American traditions. Oh, well, that's very apt, isn't it, Polly? Because you've been getting a lot of Native American help this week, and I've got the Earth Warriors Oracle here as well, so we will use that as well. Symbolises, I'm trying to see all the comments, symbolises abundance, spiritual growth, and the sweetness of life. Well, that's perfect, isn't it? Think is to celebrate the fruitfulness of life. So the strawberries and all fruit are coming through now for us. Abundance in life for us all. Lovely. I've had some strawberries in my Pims. Oh, very nice. Well, I've just got tea at the minute, but maybe I'll have something to celebrate afterwards, a wee glass of fizz or something. So cheers. Don't stop believing. So, as I say, let's get ready for the sacred convergence ritual. So if you've got your legs crossed or anything like that, I do encourage you to uncross your legs, have your feet flat on the floor so that the energy can flow. I didn't like saying Stumpy, that sounds, I know that's your name. Polly is saying connected to the heart chakra and encourages you to acknowledge your hard work and celebrating milestones. Well, that again is perfect, because that's what we're saying. We're acknowledging and being grateful for our hard work over the first 6 months of the year. And then now we're ready to harvest our sweet results. Our seeds that we've planted are ready to flourish, and we can leave behind any old beliefs so that we can, harvest what we've already planted. So plant your feet flat on the floor. With that being said, let the energy flow, because we are going to flow, connect with our inner being and flow that energy, flow in the one light, and flow in from above and below. So you guys know the drill, and anybody watching on replay, just as I say, we're going to bring in energy from your crown and also from below as well. So sacred convergence. Roaming about town, the master was holding a light, saying, I am weary of the demons and the beasts. A human is what I am longing for. The human cannot be found. We have searched. What cannot be found is what I am longing for. Although poor and needy, I will not accept small pieces of ruby. The mine of the finest rubies is what I am longing for. One hand holding a cup of wine, and the other the curls of the beloved. A dance like this, in the middle of the circle, is what I am longing for. And it says, how I have longed for you, my very own. Look no further, for the family beyond your family, the relationship beyond all other relationships, the great love that unveils all other loves to be mere reflections of the one great and true love, is here for you now. It is I who has sought you through the stirrings of your own heart. Yes, 'twas I, hidden beneath every secret, yearning for something more, something full, something special, something all-encompassing. Behind every yearning, always I have hidden. Now I show myself to you, that you may become so filled with the same passionate devotion that I hold for you, that your mind will fall away, overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of love, tossed into an ocean of silent, unending bliss. Come to me. We are to be one now, in sacred convergence of silent, eternal passion. Sacred convergence indicates a coming together of souls in alignment with a greater cause. This greater cause is both personal and impersonal. There is an aspect of joining together for common purpose, although that purpose may not be immediately obvious at a level of day-to-day consciousness. That common soul purpose may be to lift each other into greater love and self-belief, to shed fear and open the heart, filling each individual soul with more holy fire for its personal, passionate purpose. You'll have a sense when this process is happening. There will be a coming together of you with like-minded souls who hail from all walks of life, and yet together, through some invisible genius, you will help each other. You may simply be dancing in the same room, or singing in a group, attending a class or workshop, or just visiting the same beach or parkland. But at that moment, there will be a sense of something coherent and nourishing happening at a far greater level. And I'm smiling from ear to ear as I'm reading this out, and we're not finished yet, but all of you who are here watching live and participating live, co-creating live, you are all, as I say, part of my wider team, and we're all here together, not just on this love stream, but we are, united together as a community, for a bigger purpose, for our personal, passionate purpose, and for the wider purpose of which we're all participants. So whether we know exactly what that is, or we've got an inkling, and we've each got you give me a yes for that, we've each got an understanding at the minute of what ours is, and because we're all here together now, that understanding is going to expand and exponentially, expand by us being here together now in this moment. So yeah, it's that something coherent and nourishing happening at a far greater level. So that's what the Strawberry Moon is offering us as well, that flourishing on a greater level, and that's something nourishing and coherent. The coherence is already happening, and that's going to expand. Our understanding of that is going to expand from tonight onwards, and with this full moon. So it says the trickle-down effect into your personal life will be felt too. You'll have more energy after spending time with these people, even if you don't interact very much on a personal level beyond being in the same space. And how beautiful is that some of us did get to be in the same space together this week. Fee and I were together in the same space a couple of Sundays ago. In fact, right now, probably 2 weeks ago, right now, we were sitting having a Prosecco in the sunshine, the last of the sunshine, about to go home or go back to our Airbnb and have dinner. So Annie, we've still to meet in person. But it's lovely that so many of you have, we've met up recently, and the others we met up this week. So Annie, we're definitely setting the intention that we'll come and meet you, and anyone who's watching live on the replay, watching the replay afterwards as well. You're part of that too. You're invited to this Soul Family reunion, the Soul Family retreat. Whenever it happens, I will make sure that you have a personal invitation to that. So the trickle-down effect into your personal life will be felt too. You'll have more energy after spending time with these people, even if you don't interact very much on a personal level beyond being in the same space. You'll feel empowered to step forward on your path and love yourself with less conditions. You'll become freer to shed your fears, let go of relationships based on fear and judgment, and open up to those more loving, responsive, and inspiring to continue on your personal journey in increasingly profound ways. This oracle has come to you because you are part of a greater sacred convergence happening now. And Fiona's sent us a strawberry to celebrate that. I feel like you should have a strawberry in a Prosecco now to celebrate. Feels like the perfect combination, doesn't it? So yeah, we're part of a greater sacred convergence happening right now. Perhaps you have already sensed its progression, or perhaps it will not be obvious to you, but the effect, whether obvious or subtle, will be important to your soul development and divine awakening. You're being asked to drop defenses and barriers towards groups of people that feel good for you. However, those that dampen your spirits or drag you down are to be dispensed with. So here we're starting to get into the guidance now of, connecting more with those that we feel that communion with, we feel that connection with, we feel that innate soul family feeling towards, that we just, whether you've met them once or whether you've just met them online, you just know, like, these are my tribe, these are my people. And then equally you can, we are very sensitive people, so equally we can get that feeling of like, you're not my vibe, you're not my type of person, even though we might, send them love and all the rest of it, but give them a yes for that. But you can tell very quickly one way or another whether somebody is for you or not, can't you? So we're getting a yes for that as well. So let me go back to this. So, however, those who dampen your spirits or drag you down are to be dispensed with, no matter what games of blame or manipulation they may play to keep you coming back for more. No, that shall not do for your soul growth now. Just step away. Turn towards those connections that feel nourishing to your soul and learn to share yourself without fear. Just be. You do not have to force the planets to spin, nor the great cycles of the soul to happen. All that is required is that you show up for what is offered to you now. Do your part, take your steps, dance, sing, and be. And allow the gifts of sacred connection to change your world, for this is a spiritual gift presented to you now. This oracle comes with a special message. Perhaps you have been thinking about shedding lower vibrational connections based in the ego world of power games, sabotage, manipulation, and fear. Perhaps you have already begun this process, or even shed so many you are fearing you might have overpruned to be left with nothing and no one. Do not fear, feisty angel of love. Your truth is prevailing. You cannot stay in a vibration of fear if you want to dwell in a vibration of love. Whilst you learn to sustain that vibration within you until it cannot be rattled by any crisis or demand, you're wise to place yourself in more nourishing connections. If you want a plant to grow, why not give it the best soil and conditions in which to do so? Certainly, the plant of love can and will grow in the most inhospitable conditions, but it can be rather more joyful to grow in gentler, more nourishing conditions if possible. This oracle comes to you with guidance that the possibility for more joyful relationships and growth of love, and I've always want to say like limitless love and not just unconditional love, but that limitless love and that perpetual love that we flow in, that flows through our love stream. So let's start again. I've distracted myself there. This oracle comes to you with guidance that the possibility for more joyful relationships and growth of love within you is in your power. You can choose each day, each moment, Just make a choice. Trust yourself, your discernment, and your intention, and choose. And your intuition, and choose. But we do it intentionally as well, because wins and intentions are a key part of what we do. You do not owe anyone anything. Repeat this law of karma. You only owe love the chance to grow. So let that be your guiding principle now, as you release the old and trust that even if your garden of relationship becomes sparse for a while, you have been cutting back unhealthy plants to allow for new life to flourish. It is only a matter of timing for the season of new life and growth to come again. And so it shall, bringing with it sacred convergence of souls on the path of love, your soul tribe, your soul family. I knew we had to get a mention in dispatches, as it were. Your new tribe of those journeying upon the path of love. So now we're ready for the sacred honouring ritual. So again, if you haven't already, just closing your eyes, and as I say, you guys can put your your hands on your heart. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I open to your grace. I hereby declare I am willing to release those connections that no longer serve my spiritual growth on the path of love. I release relationships based in fear, and I'm open to those based in love. I surrender the need to know, to judge, and honouring of my heart, I open to love. Show me the way, brother of my soul. Guide me through your grace into the sacred convergence of my soul and divine love in its most gracious expression, now and always. I call in my soul tribe of love, and I open my heart to nourishing connections in all ways now. So be it. So we're going to add to this, and it says, close your eyes and relax with your hands resting on your heart. So you may have already done that, because I've already invited you to do that. And it says, do this for however long feels good to you. So I'm going to close my eyes now. And as you breathe in and take a deep vagus nerve breath, breathing in for the count of 4. And then breathing out with an audible sigh. Sighing through your heart chakra, your heart, your love vortex. And your heart is an energetic container, an energetic area of expansion. So your heart can expand and contract, but we're expanding it. We're focusing on expanding our energetic container so that we may feel more love, so that we may fill it with more love, so that we may feel the love of the angels, of the divine, and we become one. So we're becoming one with our inner being and with our soul self, our sacred self, the divine aspects of us, and we are one with the divine. And our soul, our human soul, converges with the divine, with that perpetual love that is there for us to connect with as we unite and connect with our inner being, as we commune. So setting the intention now to sit in the one light that is stronger than moon and sunlight. And you may feel as if you are sitting in a shaft of light, a spotlight now, as it the sun shines down on you, as it rains down on you. And that feel the white. So you can imagine like a white fluffy cloud above you in a blue sky, or perhaps in a dark sky. But there's beams of light, those God rays, those doigts de deux, I think they're called in French, where you see those beams streaming down from the sky, from behind the clouds, and knowing that the sun is always there, even if there are clouds, that light, that inner being, that high vibrational sunlight, that one light is always there for you to connect to. And you're an aspect of this light. This is what your angels and your unseen team and the divine source, God, love wants you to know. And you can name that whatever you want to name it. If you want to call it love, the love from above. And so now my hands are reaching up to the love from above, to source, to God, to oneness, to channel in that one light and become one with it and receive it and be received. And as you let that one light flow through your body, flowing down through your inner being, through the pineal gland at the center of your mind, all the way down, trickling down through your trust vortex at your throat, through the love vortex at your heart, through your non-conscious gateway, your hope vortex below the bra strap for us ladies who are here, below your pecs for you gents who'll be watching afterwards. And as we feel that connection, you might feel yourself relaxing a little bit more, and as you feel that divine love flowing through you and flowing through your inner being and through your inner being threads. I'm getting a yes for that. So you might be feeling something happening already as we're saying this, as I say these words, as I express these words, and my love flows to you and through you, my love stream. And you're flowing in your love stream that I'm transmitting to you and is cascading out through you to your neighborhood, your family, your colleagues, your loved ones, to your town, your country, your state, to your continent, to the globe. And this is all flowing from you. And as we send that out and feel the love coming back to us from the divine, from our unseen team, just know that you are a part of this too. It's not one way, that you flow it out and they flow it back to you. And it's on that infinity symbol of love. And bringing your hands down to your truth vortex now below the belly button, that this is the truth of you. As you'll start to connect to what you came here to do and to that passionate purpose that we are all individually part of, and that as a wider soul family team, as a wider tribe, we'll start to connect with through this reading and beyond why we are all together. So whether you're here now live, co-creating and contributing to this experience, or whether you're watching on replay, you're already energetically part of this today. And just trust when you get your notification, when you see this afterwards and you watch the replay, you'll sense that as you press the play button on this, you're pressing the play button on life and no longer the pause button. So feel the truth of that as you realise that you are part of this just as equally as we are who are here now. And your audience, your loved ones, they are all part of this too, and it cascades through you. And as you connect in with that, connect in with your base, your power, your strength, and you have the power to connect with all of this and to connect all the dots, to do that reverse treasure trail and have the gratitude for everything you've learnt, not just for the first 6 months of this year, but everything you've learnt in this lifetime up until this perfect divine time when you came here now, when you answered the call, when you saw the notification and realised that you are part of it all. And this is the thrill of it all. This is the exuberance, the exhilaration, the evangelical call. And you exude this energy. You excel in this energy as you express who you truly are and recognise that you are a star, that you are part of this divine sacred convergence and this divine sacred team, this scene team, this physical team that are here on this timeline at this precise moment in history. And let that flow through you as you continue to flow your energy down into the earth, into the globe, and feel that energy coming back to you and coming up through your feet, through your roots, from the crystals at the center of the earth, coming up right up through you, through your feet, through your legs, your shins, your knees, your thighs, through your power vortex, up through your inner being, which is that cylindrical tube in the center of your body. And feel that high vibrational energy expand and express even further now as you explore this new world. As you open up this new pathway, this one true path that is available to you is expanding into like a super highway now. And as you let that energy flow up through you, through your power, through your truth, through the hope, your unconscious gateway, and that expands even further, and your reach expands even further now. The country, the continent, the realm of which you are in command. And feel your chest puffing out a little bit more now. So we feel the love of that and the excitement of that, and feel how that uplifts, and feel the joy, and we create all in joy. And all that we create, it's all from love. And love is all that matters. Love is our one true purpose. And then trusting in that, and trusting that we know how to play our part. We don't have to worry consciously about how to do it. We just trust that Spirit has a plan, your team has a plan. The divine plan is greater than all. The universe has that map, that treasure map, and you just have to take one step at a time. And we will be shown that tonight in this reading and beyond. And you just have to take one step beyond. And with that, placing your hands over your eyes and also your ears, for we are igniting and accelerating and accelerating your abilities to hear, see, feel, sense, and know, to receive your own divine wisdom, your unique wisdom. And having set that intention and transmitted that out to the universe, and again, you can place your hands up to send that out into the universe, to send it out into outer space, if you like, and as far into the multiverse as you like, as your reach goes, as your realm goes and grows. Then placing your hands back together in prayer position and gratitude, and bringing them to the heart and saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, guardian angel. Thank you, source. Thank you, God. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, team. We are one, we are one, we are one. It is done, it is done, it is done. And with that, bringing your eyes open, and let's see what else we have to connect with, to commune with. So, wow, that was very powerful. So let me know how that was for you. If you're still with me, I'm going to have a little drink of water. And with that, I am going to pull an Earth Warrior card and see what archetype we connect with for this. And we may get another little bit of additional guidance from this guidebook, another bit of sacred healing for our to continue the rituals as well. Beautiful and peaceful. Lovely. Thank you, Polly. And thank you to Shirley, who would probably be watching on replay, for gifting me this deck, the Earth Warriors Oracle. Because we're really connected with all of us who were there on Tuesday, who were there in person. We got cards for all of us in that elite group, as it were. And in fact, Annie, you got one as well, the same one that Fiona got. So there's no coincidence that you're here, that you're all here tonight as well, because you're already connected, as we've said already. And to say, anyone else who's watching this on replay, just trust that you are part of this as well. And even though this will be the first time you've came across this or watched one of these, you'll recognise that, you'll connect with that wisdom, you'll connect with that sense of recall, that sense of remembrance, that sense of like, oh yeah, I know this. I'm part of this. And whether you connected with that before, or whether it just lands in an aha moment, a light bulb moment, a revelation, as we say, then just trust in that. You're in the exact right place at the right time. Communing with the divine. So let's see what the Earth Warriors have to say. Oops, what is it? Got to have a little patience and get the right card now. Card or cards, sometimes we'll get more than one. Hello, nice cool weather. Fresh off the boat man. So I'd love to know who Fresh off the boat man is, if it's somebody that I know. Thank you for joining us. And yes, it is nice cool weather now. So the rain's been on, as I say, the sun's back out, but the rain's been on. So there's probably a rainbow if I could see it, but I can't see one at the minute. So yeah, do make yourself known in the comments as well. Thank you for joining. I'd love to know who we're speaking to, who's else is part of the team, who else is joining us at this stage in the proceedings. And if you're brand new to this channel, we'd love to know that too. So my goodness. Right, guys, come on, we've not got all night. Thank you. I needed to give them a wee bit of a G up there. So we've got number 2, and I'm going to try and pronounce this because it's like I don't know what, I think it's like an Indian warrior type one. I've been around the streams, live streams for 6 or 7 years. Okay. But do I know you, I guess, is who I'm wondering, because obviously your handle is Fresh Off the Boat Man, so I'd love to know who's behind the handle. But like, as I say, if I don't, that's all good. We'll get to know one another. So you're welcome anyway. No, all right, thank you. It's lovely to see you. That's even nicer, because usually it's people that I have met before that find me. So I love that you've found me now, and that the Our Unseen teams have brought you here. So thank you for joining us. So this is Estanatli. I'm not sure. I'll maybe get your white English. Thank you. But I'm just saying it's our unseen teams, our wider guides, our spirit guides, and our unseen teams. As you say, you've been around live streams for 6 or 7 years, so you'll be well familiar with this. So number 2, Estanatli. Turquoise changing woman. Right, let's see what she has to offer us. So, and I won't read the whole thing because it's quite long, but there'll be a couple of bits that will be relevant. So, I am the turquoise moon mother. Well, there you go. That's why we got her, because she's connected with the moon. And I come to you now with a message of change. This may be change that you want or change that you fear, but either way, I will show you how to use this change to become stronger, wiser, and more empowered to fulfill your divine destiny. Do not fear the changes around and within you. Trust in the timing of what is happening in your world. Well, we were just talking about that divine timing, and I always talk about perfect divine go anytime. So this says, change is upon you. It is essential for your... that was lovely, and got a strong message of Phil Collins. I wish it would rain down, and a strong pulsing on my eyebrow. Oh, wonderful. I'm excited to hear more about that, Annie. So let's go back to this lady, turquoise changing woman, I'm going to say, because I can't say the other one, or it's a bit of a tongue twister. Change is upon you. It is essential for your continued growth, and you do not need to fear it. As you allow for this change, remain steadfast in your inner spiritual connection, as this will give you courage, trust, peace, and reassurance. And that's what we're connecting with, was courage there, and that faith in ourselves as we went through the energy vortexes there and connected them all. So it says, you will find ways to navigate the shift so that your life improves through the process. If you are thinking of making a change, you are encouraged to do so without trying to force it. Be open and do your part to the best of your ability, but also tune into your sense of divine timing, asking the universe for help and allowing life to unfold according to its distinct rhythm of creative, loving intelligence. And you guys know that creativity and tapping into our creative energy is really what helps us to flow in our genius flow and to receive in our unique ways. So there is some spiritual guidance here, but it's quite long. So I'll just read you the first little paragraph of this. So it tells you how to pronounce it here. So Estan at Lahi. So she's the creator goddess of the Navajo, known as Changing Woman. She is always changing and never dies. And actually, it says turquoise changing women. What I'm reminded of, and my nose is itching, that Polly, this might link to you, but I'm reminded that Polly and Marie, a few weeks ago, you both connected with the colour aquamarine, and they're giving me a yes for that. So you both might really connect with this lady. She's always changing and never dies. As she begins to age, she turns and walks towards the east, the direction of the rising sun, and beginnings, where she is renewed. Well, we got the new beginnings energy at the start, didn't we? Which is what we're stepping into. Her blessings are for nourishment, regeneration, and replenishing cycles. She brings hope and reminds us that life is continually renewing itself around us and within us. We can always begin again. In the face of loss or destruction, her presence brings comfort, hope, and peace. And of course, we connected with our hope vortex, and that's where we connect with our unconscious gateway as well, our soul self, where we, we connect with our unseen team non-consciously rather than consciously, which we do at the other gateway. So that rather than losing faith and giving up because we feel defeated, we have the courage to continue to fight for what matters with refreshed reserves of energy and enthusiasm. And if you're struggling with change, either too much or too little, she emanates reassuring wisdom. When something needs repair, the divine knows how to restore it. When something needs to end, the divine will show us the way to empty ourselves of the past and prepare for a new beginning. So that's really what we're talking about. So we can call upon her, and you can call upon her in your own way to do that. But there is also a healing process here. So let's quickly read that. So it says, through unconditional love, I am blessed and empowered to grow through change. All that I need to evolve into the next expression of my divine destiny is generously provided for me. I surrender now, divine blessing. I surrender into divine blessing for renewal now. Open to receive my highest good, so be it. So again, that's very perfect for this full moon energy. So it says, hold the card and gaze at the moon behind the goddess. So I'll let you gaze at the moon behind the goddess as I hold the card. Reflect upon her image and the way her left thumb gently brings focus to her forehead. And with her right palm facing upwards, she reaches to the ground beneath her. Here she bestows blessings. So what I'm going to say with that is when we did at the One Women Conference, one of many, a couple of weeks ago that we were talking about earlier on, we actually did a ritual where we had one hand up to the heavens to receive and one hand pointing down to the earth to like flow our energy and be that conduit of energy from the heavens into the earth. So I love that she's reminding us of that. Take a moment to center yourself in your heart. Are you open and willing to receive a divine blessing? Can you allow yourself to become clear and receptive, trusting in what will be granted? When you are ready, you may wish to mirror the pose depicted in the card image by placing your left thumb on your forehead for a few moments as you extend your right arm out, palm facing upwards. You don't have to think. Simply breathe and be, as though divine blessing is flowing through you from the Divine Mother and into the world. Allow your gaze to soften, and when you are ready, close your eyes and relax. Stay in that relaxed state for as long as feels right for you. You may wish to chant, meditate, or even fall asleep. When you are ready, awaken and ground yourself with some physical movement. You have completed your healing process. So Annie's saying turquoise has been a feature for me, and actually I've got turquoise in my necklace, which I forgot about until now. So no coincidence that I put this necklace on tonight as well. So turquoise has been a feature for me this week. Wearing turquoise earrings and necklace this week. You're wearing a lovely turquoise necklace. Yeah, I've forgotten all about that. So, and also I've got the archetype cards here that Fee and I got at the conference that Fee and I were at, and it talked here about Divine Mother. She's that kind of Earth Mother, and this is the Mother card. And Mother says, so if you've got like mothering energy, whether or not you're a physical mother, a woman does not need to have children to have a robust mother power type. Always available to provide a space of safety, warmth, and solace. The mother is where we all go for nurture and nourishment, which is this nurture and nourishment is the golden thread through the reading as well, isn't it? She is patient and kind, mothering not just her children, but all children and the planet. Again, we're connected with that. She is always looking to bring out the best in others. She will sometimes sacrifice her own needs for those she identifies as her family. She is centered in the earth energy of late summer, and she inspires in others honor, courage, greatness, gratitude, and independence. And people go to her for safety, solace, home, care and cherishing, and acceptance. So that's a beautiful reminder. So with that, I'm going to pull a secret language of colour card and just see what colour we get. And we'll see where we go from there. So we might go a little bit over 9 because I'm realising it's almost 5 to 9 already. So hopefully you can stay with me. We try not to go too much over, but we'll stay. We'll just be guided where we've to go. Well, I've got two cards. So we didn't get turquoise, but we got emerald, calm your mind, body, and soul. And also white, lighten up. And it's like the inside of a white feather. So some of you guys might have already been seeing, pardon me, angels, feathers from your angels today, the archangels. And I'm getting a yes for that. I've certainly seen them. So I'm trusting that you guys will probably have seen them as well. And so it's 24. So let's see what the 24 has to say to add to the equation, as we say. So 24 says, angels are shining a light of harmony on you and your personal relationships. Any conflicts are now being resolved. So that's what's being offered by this, not harvest moon, by the strawberry moon. And also we've got emerald, which is, it says, calm your body, mind and soul. And that's that, beautiful ripple effect that we're all having when we step into this energy and we vibrate out and radiate out and exude our soul energy that we've connected with, our divine energy and that divine love that we've connected in with and we've co-created together. When we ripple that out to like our family, our loved ones, our colleagues, our neighbourhoods and the planet that we were connecting with earlier on, then, that's what changes the world. So that's number 30. So that says, you are here for a reason. Know that your happiness has a purpose and is of service to the world. So remember in the sacred convergence we were talking about, we're all here for a purpose, for a combined purpose. And our happiness, our joy is our combined purpose. And that's when we live our life, and get a big yes for that, when we live our best life, when we, become who we're truly meant to be, and we suit ourselves, we prioritise ourselves, when we create in joy and expand in our joy, that's our true purpose. That's us, being of service to the world just by doing that. Whether you then go on to expand it and exude it through your business, through your work, through your healing, through your sacred destiny, then that's very much part of your destiny. But it's up to you. It's your choice as well. So Annie's saying, my friend's mum passed the spirit a couple of days ago and I took her flowers today and there was a white feather on the mat of her porch. So that was really lovely for her. And it's lovely for you as well to see that. So thank you for sharing that, because I definitely got that with that one, that those of us who are already connected to this will have been seeing the white feathers today. And I saw them today. I saw one, I was outside this morning doing my journaling practice, and I saw a white feather kind of floating down past the fence, and I was like, oh, thanks guys. And then I went upstairs, went to the bathroom, and you've got things in your cupboard that are there all the time, that are there like they're within eyesight, your eye, but somehow they catch your eye. So what I noticed was I've got it's like a hair serum sort of thing, and it's like Weightless Wonder, and it says something like feather light such and such, and I was like, oh, there's another feather. And then so that's on a shelf, and then below that the cupboard door had opened itself, because it's like one, the top bit's open and the bottom bit's got a door on it. And the door had opened itself, and there was a pillow mist, which actually used to belong to my mum. And it was feather something as well, feather and something, pillow mist for sweet dreams kind of thing. And I was like, well, there's another feather. So that was like 3 feathers in close proximity that I saw. So just notice, how you guys are doing that as well. So with that, let us go to our angels and see what they have to say, see who wants to connect with us here. So give these a wee shuffle. Oh, your mum saying hi to you with the feather. Exactly, it was, yeah. Could be my mum or my dad, or both of them, to be honest. Quite a lot of people, but yeah, thank you. I've got a robin on my coaster actually there, the one for my water. So the robin is my sign for my dad, and the butterfly is the sign for my mum. So actually, that was her saying hi to me with your card this morning as well. And funnily enough, as I'm saying that, the card dropped out, and there's actually 2. I didn't realise there's 2 here. So the first one says signs and reminders. So literally, as we're talking about signs and reminders, and look how many butterflies are on this card. And it's the orange ones that I always say to you, oh, that's my mum. Like, you sent a photo, I think, the other day, or a little video with an orange butterfly on it, didn't you? Was it this week or last week? I'm not sure. And we've got the rainbow there with all our spectrum energy, colour, light and sound energy. And of course, there's a big massive feather in the middle of it, just in case we had missed that. And we've just been talking about feathers. So there you go. Thanks, team. And it's got a new moon on there as well. So we've got a moon and we've got a star on there. So really any signs that you would get. And actually, it's got a planet on it as well, which I've just noticed that we were connecting with the planet earlier on as well in the practice and the activation. So, and a couple of birds as well. So in fact, it's got swallows on it, Annie. I think those are swallows, aren't they? I would say. So, oh yes, I was drawn to send that card with the butterfly on it today, and what a beautiful card, gorgeous image. Yeah, and I feel pretty much that looks like a swallow to me, doesn't it? That you always get swallows from your dad. Getting a yes for that as well. And then the other card that we got with that is courage and bravery. So we've had this courage and bravery message a few times from this lady, turquoise lady, and yes, swallows. That's from my dad, exactly, and also from Rumi, from the first one, the poem. We got courage on that one as well. So courage and bravery, and she's waving a banner there, and she's got her shield up, and she's like encouraging other people to come and join her. So she's like on a mission, on a crusade. Give me a yes for that word, crusade. And it's like, so we're all on that crusade together. It's this, this collective purpose that we have in the Flip the Script collective and beyond. We're all part of that collective message, that collective mission, that collective purpose. And we all have our own part to play as earth warriors, as light warriors, as warriors of love, as I say. And you'll recognise what your part to play is. And yes, it might take some courage and bravery to do that. And that might even be, in connecting with a love partnership, that can take courage and bravery as well, to invite in that sort of relationship that, again, came from that Rumi poem and that sacred convergence. So just recognising that as well. So again, I'm going to put those aside so that we can remember afterwards to share those. So yeah, let me know as you're, those of you that are here, any signs and recognitions that you're getting, any aha moments. And talking about the feathers, I'm also going to use this deck next, which is the Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty. And there's another couple of decks with that. So let us see. And there's a guidebook with that as well. That's a bit tatty because it's been so well used on previous soul family readings. So let's see what they have to share with us from that, and put those out of the way because there's so many decks here. And let's get another couple ready that are catching my eye, that are snagging me. And right, I've got another couple there as well. So bear with me for just another sort of 5 minutes or so, they're saying. Lots of 333 today and new house messages. Oh, lovely. Yeah, so anyone else that's been just been getting a lot of messages today, then note them here and put them in the comments and add to the expansion, add to the intelligence that's going to come through, you're receiving, that's going to come through over the next day or so, over the full moon. Things will become clear. And remember, sometimes we do have a bit of a divine delay between us like doing the practice and getting the message. So they're reminding me to let you know about that. And so, so we've got this card, which is number 34. So it would have been funny if it was 33. But anyway, it's flight, release, try something new. You need a change. And look at you talked about new houses. Look at all the houses on there. And there's like a tunnel of light there as well. So I'm going to have a look at the book and see what the actual name is in the book, and we'll see what the 34 and obviously 34 adds up to a 7, and that's a very spiritual number as well. So we'll get her meaning of 34 and also the one in the angel numbers. So it's try something new is the name of the card. So there's a little phrase here. It says, everybody has to leave their home and come back so they can love it again for all new reasons. And that's by Donald Miller. And as I was reading that, you were talking about that lady, Annie, who, her mum had crossed over, and her mum has had to leave and have to leave their home, but also to come back to her spiritual home, to her true self, and so that she can love herself again and expand on a new level and elevate herself to new levels, and return to her true self. Love that for you, Polly, says Marie. So this card is asking you to recognize the need for a change of scene. So again, this is continuing this same message. Life may have been getting a little too comfy, so the universe wants to prod you into action. Get comfortable with stretching yourself outside of your comfort zone. The red road on the card is leading you out of the village and off to pastures new. You've gone as far as you can within the confines of the village. The village may represent your hometown, a certain job or career path, a relationship, or a home. Well, again, you've already said that. Whatever it signifies for you, there may already have been strong feelings stirring up within you to release and move in a new direction. You need this change and you're definitely ready for it. Don't be afraid to start something new. The timing and the conditions are perfect. This card also brings the message that your life may have gotten into a rut. You may be following the same routines and not exposing yourself to anything different. It's time to shake things up a bit. You're being urged to try new things, take a class, choose a new route home, move some furniture around in your home, or do a little redecorating. Mix up your routine and notice how the energy in your life changes accordingly. So for me, then mixing up my routine is coming on, I'll usually, my usual routine is to, for years and years, I've gone live in the Soul Family Facebook group at this time on a Sunday evening. But this year, what I've done since the start of the year, I think, since at least January or February, we started the LOVESTREAM, and we've been doing them monthly, at least monthly, because that's mixing it up. It's bringing that novelty, it's bringing that new, it's bringing that creation energy and that joy and that exuberance that we've tapped into. And that's fun for me. And it's, casting my net a little bit wider and bringing in new people like we have done tonight. So Annie's saying, yes, perfect. Her mum used to live in her house too. So thought it was lovely to see that feather on the doorstep. I'm sure she will find find more in future days. Oh, absolutely, she will, and different things as well, as you say, and you'll help her with that as well, Annie. So it's wonderful that she's got you to help her through this transition as she goes through that. Because even though you have that sort of, I'm sure if it's one of your friends, she has that knowing and she has that trust in the divine and all these things, but it still doesn't stop it from being hard, on the physical person, and we miss their physical presence. But even though we might know it was right time for them, it was their perfect time. And of course, it's always the soul's choice to go when they go and the way that they go as well. So, but even we know all that consciously and in our human, in our in our human mind, the human also misses the other human, even though we know that the journey, the relationship is going to continue. So back to this, it says, when you create motion, the universe rises up to meet you and brings new opportunities for you to discover new things. Try something new. What will it be? So that's obviously the new that's bringing in, when we release what we're releasing, this is this new energy, the new beginnings that we had at the beginning. So the numerology is number 7, and that's the number of purpose, deep thinking, intuition, magic, and manifesting. So again, back to the 11, which is the master manifester number. And it's the sacral chakra, so your truth vortex in our parlance. And that carries the power of purpose, passion, change, magic, miracles, radiating positivity, creativity, vitality, desires, pleasure, and the foundation of our well-being. So, we're creating our foundations as well of the life that we desire, of the life that we deserve, of that us living our best life, as we've said, that elevated living and loving. And the crystals that can help to cleanse, clear, and open your truth vortex are carnelian, orange calcite, tiger's eye, sunstone, goldstone, amber, orange moonstone, and tangerine quartz. And your affirmation says, when I have the courage to initiate change in my life, the universe brings me abundant opportunities. So again, we've got the courage that lady brought in there. And then the 11 is not the 11, what did I say, 34, is you are being connected to universal masters for inspiration and insights that will guide you on your journey. Trust in your feelings. So again, we're going to get universal masters coming in even more strongly now. So that's where the signs are going to come from that we had in the previous card. Trust that they are from your universal masters. So not just from your guardian angel or your higher self or, our mum or dad, that sort of thing. We're actually connecting with ascended masters. So we are going to connect with an ascended master next. I've got the Keepers of the Light deck here. And also the 35 energy from the New Beginnings, well, I remember, says, your angels and guides are ready to support you through any changes you need to make to be more at ease. So again, that goes very well with that one, doesn't it? So let's set them aside and let me get a little drink of water because I'm getting thirsty. So let's go to the Keepers of Light and see who we've got as our master for this. And then there's a couple of different, oops, a daisy. We've got a couple, of course. Get a choice. So we've got Lady Venus, downloading understanding. And obviously Venus helps us connect with our heart and connects with the relationships as well. And also we've got Holy Amethyst, which is divine alchemy. And of course, alchemy is one of my highest power type, is the sorceress. And I do a lot of alchemy. So it makes no surprise that we've got that. And actually, that's the one on the front of the deck. And of course, you guys know when we get the card that's on the front of the deck, then that's a very special, special connection as well, special significance. So now, I don't know if I've got the guidebook for this to hand, have I? So I can't see it at the minute. If it's here, it will make itself known to me. If not, then we don't need it and we'll just proceed without it. So that's because I've got so many things here. So Lady Venus is, and this is actually is for you to discern. They're lovely cards, and it's actually for you to discern your own meaning and connect with these beings as well. So we might actually have something in the archangels. Actually, tell you what I've got that we'll quickly have a look at. I've got Divine Masters Ancient Wisdom, so we'll have a look at that. So Lady Venus downloads an understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. And then Holy Alchemist, thank you, Polycena Lovely as well. Divine Alchemy, Holy Amethyst, is saying, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. And I was saying one step beyond earlier on, wasn't I? So that's quite funny. So Holy Amethyst, I'll see whether she's in here, and if not, then it's fine, because she might not be. But we might get Lady Venus, is she here? Maybe not. Oh, Lady Venus is in here. So let's see what Lady Venus has to say. And she's increasing bandwidth. So that might be something separate for me to do tomorrow, perhaps. So apologies, let me just find her here. 260. So what we might do is have a look at the number 260 actually in the angel numbers for now. And I'm just going to quickly see. I'm just going to set a little intention that will connect with her further. So it says, Lady Venus is an advanced cosmic being of ecstatic light dedicated to helping us connect with divine wisdom. She is an interplanetary representative of divine love and a bringer of the higher consciousness that will support the ascension process for light workers on planet Earth. Well, that makes sense. She is the twin flame of Sanat Kumara, and she is often referred to as Lady Venus Kumara, youthful or eternal Lady Venus. She is the overseer of the planet Venus and the queen of cosmic beings known as the Venusians. Although she is a lesser known master than her twin flame, Lady Venus has become better known and understood in recent times. She is said to look like a young woman around the age of 16 with bright blonde hair and human features similar to the quintessential Scandinavian girl. When I clairvoyantly connect with her, I see a being made of brilliant light. She looks somewhat extraterrestrial, but has a humanoid stature. Well, we kind of connected with extraterrestrials as well, didn't we? She is quite tall and her aura is filled with gold and light pink. When she is present, the air feels clean. Her piercing blue, almost lilac eyes are as bright as diamonds shining in the midday sun. When I feel her energy come in, I feel my third eye centre activating and tingles around the crown of my head. Well, of course, the third eye is the pineal gland, which we activated, in that inner being activation, and also the crown of her head is our, we opened up the crown of her head very much, didn't we? So astrologically, the planet Venus represents love, issues of the heart, sexuality, and vanity. So, of course, this is the love stream, so that's very apt as well. Courtship, adoration, personal taste, personal values, and our relationship with possessions are all connected to its energy. When I called on Lady Venus to gain further understanding, I received clear information. It seems that our astrological view of Venus has become limited by the human mind and the human idea of potential. Venus is the planet that represents love, what we love, and how we experience love on a human level. But if we are able to tap into the holy idea about this planet, we'll be able to experience a lot more. So again, that ties in with the holy amethyst as well. So I'm going to set them aside for now as well. And I'm sure I'll connect more with that over the next coming days. And what else do we want to do just to kind of wrap this up? Who else are we looking for? I'm going to do a gateway of light and a moonology, because we're doing a full moon. And we might do a crystal spirit, just to crystal spirit and a what if or a truth, I think. Let's just see where we're guided to wrap this up. Right, guys. There's a nice clear message, thank you. Okay. Right, okay. Well, we got this one, which is love. So it says day moon and it's love. So that's perfect. Love from above. Let's see. There's something miraculous about seeing the moon during the day. Agreed. And it's that way sometimes. It's always there, but like a bit like we said about the sun is always there behind the clouds, then the moon is always there. And sometimes there's a bright blue sky, you can see it, can't you? And there's something even more miraculous about love. There's also something miraculous afoot, quite possibly to do with love, when you draw this card. It suggests that although there may still be challenges, and there always challenges in relationships, you have a relationship that's worth thinking about. Love is dawning, love is rising like the day moon. If you're in a troubled relationship of any kind, personal or professional, take this card as a sign that the toughest obstacles are behind you. The way to find partnership happiness now is to remove your ego from the situation and allow the purity of your feelings to guide you. If you're attracted to someone, this card is a sign to show your feelings. Even in a non-romantic situation, the message of this card is similar. It's crucial to show someone else involved in your question how you feel. Your feelings are more important than your ego. Better days are dawning, bluer skies are ahead for you. Live for love and love will live for you. And actually, when they're talking about business and about showing someone how you feel, it can be like clients or maybe partners that you're sort of like, oh, this business partnership isn't working any longer, or I don't think there's anything more I can do for you as a client, or sometimes we've got to withdraw from a situation to protect ourselves and to for the good of all, for the good of the other person as well. So I'm just going to do. Sorry, we did say we'd do one gateway of light, so we'll quickly do that, and then we'll do the other couple of cards to wrap up the messages. And there's a card that's just blown out. So it's the Holy Grail. Inner discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek. So that's again about the Holy Grail is yourself, really, isn't it? And the sacred convergence. So it was like that was a plant there. Actually, when I just took the lid off the box, it was like, here I am. So, and of course that ties in with their holy amethyst as well. So let me quickly find that. So it says the Holy Grail has been a mystery for thousands of years. Many believe that it was the cup that Jesus drank from at the Last Supper, or that was used to collect his blood at the crucifixion, while others believe that it was a person, possibly Mary Magdalene. It's also been described as a stone, a dish, and a cauldron. The energy of this card is strongly related to a physical space, which is the Chalice Well in Glastonbury, southwest England. And the Earth Warrior cards came from Glastonbury, actually. And I know, Annie, you've been there. A sacred garden where many go to connect with the great goddess and discover the mysteries within. As a gateway, the Holy Grail is the cup of our heart, which we can allow to be filled by source light so that we are overflowing with divine love. Well, we did that already in the activation. The energy that we call into the Holy Grail is the feminine energy of source, the Shekinah, which is one that we got last Sunday, I believe. The fierce yet graceful light that inspires us to dance to the sacred rhythm of life. This gateway, therefore, encourages us to stop searching outside ourselves for truth and to go within, to realise that we've had everything we've been searching for the whole time. So it's yet going into that divine castle within our heart, isn't it? And praying at that temple, if you like, which we've already done, activated at the beginning, and seeing what the wisdom is that's there for us. Sorry, I've distracted myself by giving you that additional information there. Yeah, so it's everything that we've been searching for this whole time. It's like inviting the divine in, but knowing that it was already there before we even asked. And there's a wee thing of how to connect, but I'd say we've already done that, so we don't need that. And just to finish off, we're going to do a truth and a what if, and then that will be us done. So let's connect with our truth to help with this lovely Mary Magdalene energy coming through and wonderful Glastonbury, the heart chakra of the world. Yeah, and we keep getting that that Tor, don't we get that card with the energy striding across the world and striding across the planet and being that bridge between two worlds. And we got it the other day in the collective after we had met up in the Tor Wood Garden Centre. So there was that connection between like the Glastonbury Tor and our Tor. So I know it has been quite long, so thank you for those of you that have managed to stay with me the whole time, and obviously anyone else can go back and watch the rest on replay and can, the beauty of the YouTube is you can stop and start and watch it in chunks, and your team will sort of chunk it down for you and then remind you when to go back and do the rest if you can't watch it in one fell swoop. So that's the joy of that. Right, let's get a truth card, guys. Not keep us here all night. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Oh, after I said that, we've got umpteen. So let's just take the one that's on, a couple that are on top. Right, so we've got, the truth is I am healthy. We can have a synthesis, healthy relationships. The truth is that I am not alone, and that was upside down. So that's one we need to work hard to, not work hard, but we need to pay extra special attention to create that truth. And this one's upside down as well. The truth is that I can start again, and that's what we're doing with this new beginnings and the second half of the year that we're going into. And the truth is I am consciously whole. And that one's very good for doing consciously whole writing, automatic writing, and connecting with your guides for yourself and getting your own messages. Oh, excuse me, and I'm getting hiccups as I'm saying that. Oh, excuse me. So they want me to pay attention to that one. And then let's do a what if card just to finish us off and bring the whole thing to a conclusion. There's sacred convergence message. Again, let's have a clear message, please, guys, to wrap it up. It's like beautiful chaos here with all the decks now spread out everywhere. Right. Thank you. You've got the double gratitude this morning, and I'm like, please give me the card. Oh, okay. On the floor now. I've got two. So this one that was on the floor says, what if I'm an amazing, accurate, and accomplished medical intuitive? Thank you for reaping the rewards of your psychic gifts. So yes, we're tapping into our psychic gifts and we're being shown how to reap the rewards. So again, we're setting that intention. And yeah, if you have an ability to do body scans or to check in like what's going on with people, then if you don't already have that, if you don't already know about that, then that will be coming through for you. So just notice that. And then the other one that we got, which ties in very, very much with this whole reading, says, what if I surrender unconditionally to the love and devotion of the universe, pouring down into your crown chakra, the wisdom of light? So there you go. That's wrapped it up and brought us full circle back to the practice, the sacred convergence practice that we did, because we poured that wisdom of light into our crown chakra already, into our crown, our funnel, our conscious gateway, and then we also connected with our unconscious gateway. So a beautiful full circle moment to bring us all to a conclusion. So thank you very much for sticking with me. It's been a very long one tonight, which the team obviously wanted us to really get a lot of important messages because it's this halfway point of the year. So as I say, you're watching on replay, or those of you that will watch on replay, if you need to chunk it down, you can chunk it down and come back to it again and again, or you can watch the whole thing if you've got loads of time. Brilliant way to finish. Thank you all for being with me. It's been absolutely wonderful having all of you guys with me, my earthly team, my scene team, my physical team, the elite squad, as I say, the iconic elite squad, the elevated echelons of the soul family, the collective. Flip the Script Collective. So it's been amazing. Thanks, Gwen, and thanks everyone here tonight. Much love. So yeah, much love to all of you, whether you were here for the whole thing or here earlier, or you're here, you've watched on replay. As I say, we're all part of one big team. We're all part of this divine purpose that we've all been brought together for. So if you, when you receive revelations about that, you guys know how to share yours with me. But those of you on YouTube who, if you're not already connected, if you're not already in the Soul family, do join me in the Soul family and let me know there, or come back on the replay and comment below. I'd love you to comment below #replay and let me know what you received, either through the watching the replay or through, you know, that divine delay and that, you know, day or two afterwards through the full moon. So that'll be like Monday and Tuesday. So over the next 24 to 48 hours, you'll get your messages, and we'd love to hear from you. And you can reach out to me, you can message me, you can private message me, whatever way you feel called to let me know and let us know, and the rest of your team who are all been here with us tonight, then we'd love to hear what you recognise now about your part to play in this sacred convergence and this wider purpose that we're all part of love, and finding our own holy grail and being our own holy grail. So as it says, the love and the devotion of the divine, and surrender into that. So thank you so much. Lots of gratitude, lots of love to you, and I will see you all again soon on another love stream. All right, take care. Bye for now. Lots of love.